Hello and welcome back to Mascroft Media. We have a very special guest here, our very own from the high desert, bro.
YG Dreamz 1500.
Yes, sir. How's it going, Mr. YG Dreamz? How's everything?
Yeah, everything's going fabulous. Everything's going real good.
I just seen you just showed us you dropped the IE cipher, or
yeah. Well, it's from the homie exclusive. Shot it. Shout out to the homie exclusive. Shot that. He put us all together from the Inland Empire, from different places, from the low desert to the high desert, and San Bernardino County, Riverside County, all the places in between. And he really made things happen. And right now, we're sitting on a gold mine with this track. You know what I'm saying? So much love to him, much love to Exclusive. Shout out to my boy Exclusive.
Shit, it's got like 13K in what? How many hours? Or just a day?
It didn't even be a full day. So it's making a little noise. But we figured that just because there's so many different neighborhoods and so many different people on the track, so many people showed up to the video itself. So it's like we didn't even shout out the audio, and the audio got like 8K with nobody shouting it out at all. Like we didn't say shit. We didn't say nothing about it.
What was it? Just like on all platforms? Or?
Yeah, it was on all platforms, but nobody said nothing because we didn't even know myself. I didn't even know myself. So like we just looked one day and we're like, damn, it's at like 8,000. Like what the fuck? Like how did that happen? So we already knew we had something on our hands with that. So
hell yeah. And
So
how'd they get put together, man? I mean, shit. There's a lot of people on that track.
Yeah.
A lot of different areas.
IE site.
Why
the fuck wasn't I on it?
We got right here. Representing us, bro.
Well, it's me. It's the homie Temper from Miraloma.
Okay.
The homie Moscow from Casablanca. Eva from Northside Colton. The homie Shady G from East Arriba. The homie Lil Demon from Palm Springs. The homie Lil Bouncer. You know what I'm saying? The homie who else? Tat him up. He's from San Jacinto. The homie Snoops from Corona. Yeah, it's a gang of us. Gang of us. Anybody else I forgot? I apologize, but much love to everybody on the track. You already know how we rocking. So
Is there like 10 people on it, or?
But there's a lot, yeah. And
like 8, 9, something like that.
Yeah, all the way from like Banning and like.
Oh yeah, Lil Ricky. I shout out Lil Ricky from Banning. Free Diablo.
Yeah,
that's right.
A bunch of people in there.
Yeah,
who put that together? It was
the homie Exclusive.
Exclusive?
Yeah, because the homie Exclusive. The thing about him is he don't show love unless you're a real one. So he's not gonna shoot your video if you're not real. He's not gonna shoot your video, or not even that. If he doesn't just do it just cause, like he does it like it's almost like a hobby, but he does it for the real ones and for the ones that are in his circle already.
Oh, okay.
So it's
like an exclusive.
He's exclusive.
Okay.
Hence the name. You know what I'm saying? So, he kind of brought us all together because he fucks with everybody that's on the track. And he was just like, he actually came up to me and was like, hey, my boy, like, he's like, I understand the high desert's been kind of left out of the Inland Empire talks. Right.
Yeah.
He told me straight out. I understand that because I told him at first. I was like, I'm not IE, bro. I'm HG, and that's it.
So we actually, me and Rabbit had a conversation about that because we don't really like when somebody's like, oh, like what area kind of thing, like region.
Yeah.
We say like HD, like
high desert. Yeah, exactly. Because we're kind of our own region. Yeah. A lot of people don't know this, but we're supposed to be our own county.
Oh, for real? That makes sense.
It's in the archives. We're supposed to be Mojave County.
Really?
We weren't supposed to be San Bernardino County. We're supposed to be Mojave County.
What happened with that? Do you know?
From what it said that we weren't getting a lot of support from San Bernardino Central, from the city itself. Yeah, so we were gonna just break off and make our own county.
That's crazy.
Damn. Yeah. That shit, I didn't know because to me, like, I say HD, like, because I don't really. It's different.
The
you know
only
what I mean?
problem is when you say like, "Oh, I'm from the HD," they're gonna be like, "Where's that at?"
Yeah.
So I'm like kind of.
Well, even the IE, they still say that.
Yeah, IE's a little bit more like relevant. Like I could say. I'm
a little more.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, no, definitely, but. I mean, for the longest, I was just HD. That's it. Yeah, so even when I used to rap with homies from the IE, I used to be like HD to the IE.
Yeah,
because we are a different section in a way. Because you got to pass by mountains to get to us.
Well, yeah,
we're not inland. We're not inland at all. We're high. We're high desert. Right. Just the high desert region. But much love to the inland part. And I ain't gonna lie, they brought me back into the fold. They showed love, and they were like, "No, fuck that." He said, "You're the first one on the track because I want you to know that you're involved with this just as much as the rest of us are.
Shit, that's good love.
So
yeah,
that's why
love.
I'm first on the track. That's exactly why I'm first.
I
on the
could
track.
tell, like, even you being up here, bro, you got love from everywhere.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You get a crazy amount of support, bro. At least from what I see on like Instagram. And
Yeah,
shit.
It's
yeah.
because you got like a true heart too. You know what I mean? Like for your city and stuff. It's
I mean, I try. You know, I mean, I'm really from this region, and you know, it's like I'm not. I could be from Little Rock. I could be from California City. I could be from the smallest places, Lucerne Valley, and I'll still represent. I'll still represent that shit to the fullest because that's where I'm from.
Yeah.
I'm really from over here, and it's like I got nothing to hide, and there, you know, I got no blemish on my name. I got no smut. I mean, everything's out there. You can check my resume, you know, and it's like I run my city ever since I was a kid until now. People know what's up with me, so you know. I mean,
So you was in Victorville since a baby.
I was born in St. Mary's Hospital.
Damn, same, my boy. Yep.
I was born. Not even that. I was supposed to be born in Victor Valley, but my mom said, "Nah, hell no, it's too ghetto. Let me keep driving."
It's a little rough up there.
Because you know, for those out, for you know those women out there, they can't turn down a pregnant woman. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true.
She kept driving, and you know, she had me at St. Mary's, you know, and I mean, you know, this is where I'm born and bred, you know, and no matter where I go, I let people know, like, that's where I'm from. And I'm not ashamed. I'm proud of it, you know.
Where'd you get your love for the city, you know what I mean? Because, like, I mean, I'm sure when you're young, you're just like, oh, this is where I live. But, like, then you kind of are like, yeah, this is
well, because my family's originally from Orange County.
Oh, okay,
And, you know, Santa Ana, Garden Grove type of area.
Yeah.
So when I was younger, I thought we were all like LA for some reason, right?
It's pretty close. Not.
I thought for some reason, like, you know, I watched Blood and Blood Out and shit. I thought we were all LA, and then, you know, my brother was like, "What are you doing, stupid? You're from the Inland Empire." And I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" You know, I didn't know what it was at the time. I'm like 6, 7 years old at the time,
Right.
and then I get to junior high, and that's when they really were pressing that, like, hey, you know, because I actually got a Dodgers hat for my birthday when I was like 12. I went to school with it, and my homie kind of like, you know, hit it off my head, and I was like, "What the fuck?" You know, and I'm ready to get down because I'm like, "Nah, don't fucking, don't ever hit me in my, don't ever fucking hit my hat off my fucking head, bro. What's wrong with you?" He was like, "Nah," he goes, "Bro, you're from the Inland Empire. You're not from L.A. This is the Inland Empire," and I was like, "Oh, okay," and it started making sense to me. That's when I started realizing the distinction of like the different regions and shit.
Yeah.
Because we started having a lot of L.A. kids. This is 2005, 2006. We started having a lot of LA kids move up, and we had a huge migration of LA people that came from, you know, LA and different LA County, you know, different LA County cities to the high desert, and it was different for me, and I really started realizing, okay, they don't even accept us like that. You know, they're like, "Oh, you're from the high desert. Oh, you're from a tumbleweed town. Oh, you're from, you know, you're an ice cream eater. Ice cream eater. What the fuck is that?" You know, like, I know.
I heard that one.
Yeah,
I have not heard that one.
Bro, when I was in
school, hot up here.
No, because
no,
because it's IE, ice cream eater.
Oh, man, somebody call me an ice cream eater, bro. It's over for him. Over for him. I tell you what, bro. For the longest time, I couldn't find like an IE hat. I didn't know like what team.
They didn't have them.
Well, like people say it's Washington.
Okay,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But it's like kind of iffy because you wear that shit in the wrong place, they gonna think.
We don't fuck with Washington hats in my section. Period. Like,
Okay, I hear
but
you.
that's because that's because in Victorville, you know, it's a east and west thing.
Yeah.
So I'm from the east side, so we don't fuck with west side shit. So you know,
Okay.
we don't look at it as IE. We look at it as a west side thing.
Yeah.
That's our particular section, you know.
That's good to know. Fuck.
Yeah, we don't. Like I used to when I was younger, you know, when I was really politicking on the shit, I would tell people, "Hey, take that W hat off. Like you're in my section, take it off.
Yeah.
If not, we gotta get down.
Yeah.
Period. Like take it off. Yeah.
If
If not, you gotta go. Either go, take it off, or we're gonna get down.
One or the other pick.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, at the same time, when people come with respect, you show respect. You know.
Sure.
Because there's a few people that are like, "Look, this hat doesn't mean that. It means my section. I'm not gonna not disrespect my section just because of yours. But you know, I'm still gonna respect your section in the process, and they'll be like, okay, all right, that's cool.
Really,
that's
you guys
cool.
could like keep it cordial and be like,
That's
all right,
cool.
like.
If they come at it like that, if they come at it, but if they come at it like I don't give a fuck, I wear what I want.
Yeah,
Give
type
respect
shit.
to get respect.
All right, you know,
Okay,
see,
yeah.
like you know where you at, you know, like you know, this is whoop de whoop. Oh, we gotta get down there, you know, like if
So it's like a cordial thing, right? It's
yeah,
like,
it can be, it can be. Don't get me wrong, like
Not all the time, huh? You know what I'm saying?
don't get me wrong. I had my days where I was a little drunk, or or I was mad. My baby mom said something stupid, or she kicked me out or some shit. I'm just like, I'm fighting everybody here right now. I don't give a fuck. So don't get me wrong. There's some people that met the shit end of the stick just because I was in a bad mood, or the homie was in a bad mood, or somebody.
Yeah.
But because at the end of the day, I gotta back my people up.
Yeah.
If my homie's riding, I'm gonna ride with you. Oh, you say fuck him, then it's fuck him. Or you say fuck them, fuck all of them. Then we gotta kick them out, and then that's just what it is. And sometimes you gotta jump up. And you might not feel it's right, but whether you're right or wrong, I ride with you if I love you.
It's a loyalty
for
thing
sure.
at the end of the day.
Yeah, loyalty and respect. And I got it tatted on my wrist for a reason.
Sure, yeah.
I got it tatted by my hands because I fought for it.
Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit, bro?
Getting into the younger days, man, of when you started making music, like what started that for you? What got you that passion and stuff?
I'm actually 29,
No,
bro.
when you started rapping, how
When I started rapping, well, initially when I started rapping, I was like 10, 11. I was like in 4th, 5th grade.
Okay.
And they used to ask me, hey, freestyle. And the thing was, I liked poetry growing up.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually really good in English. Like, that was one of my main subjects in high school. And even in college, that was supposed to be my major. So poetry was actually a big thing for me. But
For sure.
So you like poetic shit? Like, are you into like the Shakespearean type?
Yeah, like all that,
okay.
all like every all that, like just like everything. So like when it came to rhyming, it was easy.
Yeah.
And then not even that, you got to put a story behind it. So when I was like in 5th grade, they used to ask me, hey, freestyle about this, freestyle about that. Oh, pencil, writing utensil, blah, blah. Like just dumb shit. Yep. And, that was just bullshit, though, because when I was 15 or 16, I actually made a mixtape that...
So that's when you first recorded?
That's when I first recorded, right?
Oh, okay.
And then my homie, he was the same age. So nobody, like... This tape's not out. Like, you can't hear it. You're not gonna hear it unless you find somebody that had one of my original CDs.
Sure, then we can taste or something.
Yeah, it was like 20 CDs that I made that I burned off my CD, and the homie he recorded me, and I did like it was like 8 tracks, and I kind of took it serious for a second, but I was like, nah, I'm a gang member. Like, fuck all that. And I was just like, I'm a gangbang. And that was my, like, I felt like that was more my profession than rapping. So I took rapping as, like, almost like a hobby, and my gangbang was more my profession. That was my occupation. And as I got older, I realized it should have been the other way around. Because I was just being a dumbass. I'm a kid.
That's how you are.
I had no guidance. I had no guidance.
Exactly.
I had no guidance. I had nobody to show me, like, oh,
You just lost your track or whatever back then.
But
it's good you figured out that switch, though. Some people go their whole life, you know what I'm saying, looking at it the first
oh, yeah,
time.
there's dope. There's dope rappers out there. There's dope musicians. There's dope producers, artists, all kinds of shit that, they look at.
They stuck in the streets. They don't want to
They're
get
stuck
out.
in the streets. Whatever they do bad, they want to keep doing that because it's easy to do. You're good at doing it, so it's easy. Why not keep doing it? I'm good at hurting people, but why am I gonna keep doing it? All it's gonna land me is in a grave or in jail.
It's like a human psychology thing. Like, if somebody thinks they're good at something, why not? Why would they stop?
Exactly. Yeah, but if it's not good for you, why are you gonna keep doing it?
Right. It's just mental block.
And that's where you gotta realize that, like, okay, well, I gotta go the actual route where I can actually make money and actually do something worthwhile. I'm gonna leave a legacy here on this earth. How am I gonna do that if I'm just beating people up, shooting at people, doing whatever dumb shit?
Yeah, you're not really leaving the right kind of legacy.
Yeah,
you can be known for being a fucking hitter, but I mean,
that's not gonna last very long.
Right.
They're gonna forget about you within the next couple of years. But you make a rap song, or you make something that people can feel for years.
Yeah,
they're gonna keep feeling it. I still listen to Tupac. He died fucking 20 years ago, and he still left a legacy on this earth. I mean, my daughter wears his shit. My daughter wears him on a shirt. Like,
dope,
so it's just like.
And it even goes further than that. We listen to oldies.
Oh yeah, like
people,
the 40s, 50s type music.
Music that
Elvis.
came out almost 100 years ago.
Yeah. And it leaves a legacy on you. It really leaves a legacy on you.
Right. Oh yeah, but when you think about, like, people sample shit from like years ago too, like Ice Cube, he sampled shit from like years ago.
Most of this shit sampled from another sample that's sampled from some
way back.
The origin of the shit is like from 1920s,
1930s. Or whatever.
Yeah, they kept twisting it throughout the years, almost like was it like folklore and these folk legends and shit.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, what's that song? Check yourself before you wreck yourself. It's that old school song.
Yeah, I think it's Ice Cube.
Is it Ice Cube?
Yeah.
No,
Ice
it's
Cube.
but the original song's like what's his name?
There's
Grandmaster Flash. Grandmaster
yeah.
Flash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we
that's
had
like a jungle sometimes. It makes you wonder how you keep from going under.
We
That's
have
the-
a
Oh, there's one before that, I think.
Yeah, I think there was a
we
sample
had
off
an
a sample off
engineer,
a
and he
sample.
dropped a song with King Most Wanted called Cali Lovin', has that sample on it, and he was telling us like so much shit had to get cleared.
Oh,
'cause it
like
had to keep
attorneys
going
and
back
stuff,
and back
yeah.
and back
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the original. Everybody who's used it has to sign off on it.
Right.
basically.
Oh shit.
Saying
Yeah.
it's like,
And it's
okay, yeah,
just-
he could
It's
use
okay
it.
to use it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but it's just like sampling shit like that is such a process, bro.
Yeah,
Which
of
is
course.
crazy, yeah,
Yeah.
because they could be like, you know, you didn't check in. It's my money now.
Mhm.
Like, that's mine.
It's a
Yeah.
lawsuit. It's a whole
Yeah.
lawsuit,
Yeah.
bro.
Or you could take all the money, like you said. Yeah, yeah. yeah.
Yeah, bro, and
It
they
ain't
just
your song
fucking-
no more. It's mine
yeah,
now.
bro,
Yeah,
I own the rights to that.
Right, I made a
So-
million off this one. No, you didn't. I did. No, you didn't. I
Those are
did.
my plays, bro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But are you still into like poetry and stuff now, or you just kind of implement that in your music?
I implement it in my music for sure. You know, especially when I try to come up with different topics of what I'm talking about, or even if I'm talking about the same thing but just talking about it in a different direction, where, you know, I'm a little more poetic when I'm talking about it.
Yeah.
You know, even like the streets. You know, sometimes I'll say some shit where, you know, it's like, oh, legends never die, something like something like that.
Yeah.
Compared to like, oh, like I'm from the hood, what's up? You know, like
For sure.
it'll be a little different. I'm saying the same thing, but I'm saying it in a more poetic way.
Yeah.
So I definitely
Sure.
implement it in my music, and I do write from time to time. I do write. Actually, there was for not to get too serious or too deep in the conversation, but I do suffer from like PTSD, depression, and shit like that.
Gotcha, okay.
So one of the things that I actually had a counselor tell me was, write a letter to myself every time you're feeling down.
Mm-hmm.
And let yourself know that you're doing better than what you did originally,
Right.
and that's some real shit, because so I'll sit there and I'll actually, really talk to myself and really tell myself like, what's wrong with me, the flaws and stuff like that, and what I'm doing good as well. That way I don't just leave that out.
No, yeah.
Because a lot of times when you're depressed or when you're going through something, all you're thinking about is the negative. You
Right.
got to remember that there's positive that comes with that. You're doing negative, why? Because you did some good that you're doing negative from. So it's like,
Yeah.
there's a balance to it sometimes,
No, and thanks for sharing that, bro, because I think that's a great thing to bring up, like an awareness thing,
Yeah,
because that's
mental.
just real,
Oh,
bro.
yeah,
That's real.
mental, bro. I have nightmares every night. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
it's just like it's not. That's one thing I noticed is like this gang life or just just being. So you think you're crazy, or you think you're this, you're that, until you're waking up in the middle of the night having nightmares about something you did, having nightmares about the people you hurt, seeing people cry over what you did, seeing mothers cry over what you did. That's real shit. That's not something that they talk about in these gangster movies. They don't talk about that.
Oh, hell no.
That's not something
Yeah.
they talk about in these rap
It's
songs.
just guns and glories. and
No,
shit.
they talk, but that's the reality of it.
Mhm.
The reality of it is seeing mothers cry over caskets. It's seeing your homie laying in a fucking casket. He can't move no more, and that was a guy you hung out with every day.
Right.
You just hung out with him yesterday, and now he's dead. And this is the shit that they don't talk about. And it's something that I think we should bring more awareness to, because they'll fuck with your mental health.
For sure.
Yeah, if you don't mind, can you explain like the symptoms of like PTSD, like to give people like, a further understanding? of that?
It's being jumpy, being being anxious in any type of situation. I'm anxious right now. I don't know who the fuck's gonna walk through that door.
Yeah.
And it's just because I'm used to that. I'm used to that because I'm used to being in a situation where I'm like, I thought I was cool, and then boom, someone walked in, and I got to get up and do something, or they're hurting somebody else, or just randomly, just a random act of violence would happen.
Right.
So you really, you're always on your toes. Like, I'll talk to a female, and she's like, "Why are you so jumpy?"
And they just don't
Set up,
understand.
look at
Yeah.
this.
they just don't
You're setting
understand
me
that.
up, and she's like, "What do you mean I'm setting you up? You're fucking setting me up." Like, I believe it in my heart, but it might not actually be a setup. But I'm just that fucked up. It really fucks you up to that point where you feel like that.
Damn.
And
do, like sounds and shit kind of knock that off too, or
oh,
just
if
anything
I hear a
basically?
loud noise, I jump, boom, boom.
Just ready for action.
So sometimes you guys, like, I don't, the noise could happen right now. You won't notice, but I'll look that
just
way.
be aware of it.
I'll look
like
this
alert.
way. I'll look wherever the sound comes from, because you never know what it really is.
Right.
And you never know. I mean, it could be someone breaking in trying to get me. It could be someone that saw my location. It could be someone that heard I was supposed to be here. It could be someone that heard I was supposed to be over there. Whatever the fuck the
Right.
case is. I mean, it really fucks with your mental health, and it fucks with it back home.
Yeah, man.
Even back home, my baby mom, my kids, why you acting like that? Why you acting like that? It's like I can't help it, I can't control it, and
right,
it's just it's what I've been through.
You think it would be like better if you like got about the city? You think that would like help it out?
Yeah, definitely.
For sure. Cause
a lot of people move away from LA up here to get away from that stuff. I want to move away from up here down there to get away from it. Shit, yeah. It's almost the opposite, but I mean, it's like I got my stripes to prove it. I got my stripes. My city vouches for me. Like that's it's an easy call right there. Like my city definitely vouched for me, and it's just like I've been through what I've been through, and I'm not even proud of what I've been through, but I've been through it, so I'm gonna sit here and talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's overwhelming to hear, man. I can't even imagine that kind of like mental, like having that like mental fog, I guess you could say, of like, damn, like what's gonna happen next, kind of thing. Like,
yeah, well, I mean, it like you grow up thinking that it's all fun and games, and you just look at the camaraderie of gangbanging. Oh yeah, these are my brothers. Oh, it's fun. Oh, we beat somebody up with the whoop, until damn, my homie just got stabbed. Damn, my homie just got shot. Damn, my homie just died. We just fought those guys, and they got one of us. We beat the fuck out of them, and they shot one of us. Damn. Oh, my homie died of a car crash from getting drunk and faded like we always do. Damn, it really gets to you after a while, and it's really, I can't even name on my two hands, like, how many friends I had passed away, close friends that I knew personally. And it's just, it's definitely something that we should definitely bring awareness to, mental illness, everything, all that comes with something. That's why people run to drugs. Because it's like, drinking, drugs, all that shit, because it's so easy to like become overwhelmed with this shit and want to do something else to relieve that stress.
Right.
Really, because a lot of us we were taught to not even talk about it. My parents, you're a boy, you're a man. Exactly. Not even that. Like my parents, you're a man. Like, stop crying. What are you crying for?
Right.
Like, motherfucker, I'm stressed as fuck. I'm scared.
I've seen a thing.
I'm scared. Not even that. Like, even my girl, or my baby mom. Oh, like, you're all right? Oh, see, you're just fucking running the streets with your friends, blah, blah. You weren't doing shit. And it's just like, shit just went down right now. Like, you don't even know the half. Like, I'm traumatized for what just happened, and you're yelling at me. Like, you're yelling at me right now. And, people don't understand that. People really got to take mental awareness into consideration,
100%. Definitely. Yeah. And how do you think, like, how do you know, like, gang politics, like, evolve? Like, how does that shit get down to, like, an extent where, like, because I'm assuming, right, it's like, you beat somebody up on the other side, right?
Yeah.
You fucking laid them out, whatever. Mm-hmm. And then they come back and, what is it? They come, like, for blood, and they try killing one of your boys?
It just depends on how deep the beef can get. Because, there's some hoods that, I'm making songs with now that we had beef in the past, but it was just, luckily it didn't get that far to bloodshed. All they did was just little fights here and there, right. So we're cool now. So it's like, okay, we can squash that beef easily. But when it becomes bloodshed, that's when it's harder to squash it.
Right.
It's a lot harder to squash it. Because obviously it's like, you kill my motherfucking boy, like it's on for life.
Right.
When I see you, I'm going to kill you, bro, because you killed my friend. So, a lot of people, then they feel that way, and that's why a lot of these beefs and a lot of these, even LA gangs and all that stuff, that's why they keep continuing to beef, because it got to that point. But you killed my friend. I'm not gonna let this go.
It's ping pong. It's back and forth.
Back and forth, and then you get one of them to get one of you. You get one of them, and then it's more and more people that feel like, oh shit, you got one of my friends. You got one of my friends. You got one of my people. You got my brother. You got my cousin. You got my uncle. I'm never gonna let this go. So the beef continues and continues. There's generations worth of beef. Like some of my hood, like look, I'm from Victorville, and some of our hood beef goes back to the 80s.
Damn. Victorville wasn't even like really a thing. Like, it was like
and politics.
And not even that with LA gangs. We got beef with LA gangs from the 80s.
Damn.
Crazy.
Like a lot of people don't know that. Like we got beef from LA gangs
Still
from the
going
80s,
on.
and it's still going. I got one of my close friends that I grew up with. He got jumped into a LA gang, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
he grew up with me up here, but it is what it is. But that beef is still going on. So when I see him, it's on and cracking, and that's it. That
Yeah.
friendship is no more, and our gang shit comes before that.
Yep.
Really? Fuck, man. That's
Most of the
tough
time,
life,
yeah.
bro.
That's
Yeah.
what happens. That's what happens, you know. And not even that. I mean, there's a lot of people, because now there's a lot of more homegrown like gangs or wannabe gangs that are trying to start up in the
Oh,
high
yeah.
desert.
Mhm.
So now we have them because they're trying to test us. They're trying to make their mark. And a lot of these people is like, bro, I know that whole gang, or I know the whole clique, or I know that whole crew. I know all of them. Like I grew up with them. We went to the same fucking school. And now it's like, okay, you guys want to test us? We beef it. I'm gonna show you what I'm about.
Fuck, man.
I see it too many times up here, bro.
Yeah, it happens a lot up here. It happens like because you know you have a lot of new things, newcomers and up and coming little wannabe gangs or whatever. And
Yeah, well, I feel like a lot of the wannabe gangs are into like that internet beef, and then they take it to like social functions and shit, like these Victorville parties
I
and
think
stuff.
now, bro, nowadays it's different. Like, I feel like now they got guns now. And it's
Everybody
like
got guns.
They
Yeah.
young and stupid, and they're gonna like they might shoot.
Not
Yeah,
even
like, that's
that,
their way of,
mo-
like trying to prove themselves.
not even that.
and-
Most of them don't want to get their ass whipped, so
They don't want that
They want to
embarrassment.
shoot.
They don't
Yeah.
want to fade. Nobody wants
They,
to
they
fade.
they don't want. They don't want. It's because they don't want to lose. It's
Right.
because it's embarrassing.
Mhm.
Don't get me wrong. It's embarrassing. You
Yeah.
know, I whoop some ass. I mean, I ain't
And
lost.
when you get in your
As as far as gangbanging, I ain't lost
Yeah.
as a gangbanger. I lost before I was gangbanging, but as a gangbanger, I ain't lost. So I get it because I know how embarrassing it is for the other people. You know,
Yeah.
especially because I can sit there and brag about it. Like, motherfucker, I whooped your ass. How you gonna talk shit about me?
Yeah.
How you gonna talk
Yeah.
shit about me? I whooped your ass. Or how you gonna sit there and say this? I had you running. Or your mama had to come out and get you. You know, like something like that. So it's like it's pretty embarrassing. You know, so I get it. But yeah, a lot of this newer generation they like to shoot because they don't like to lose. They don't
Well,
like
I think
to
they
lose.
don't understand the severity of it too. You know what I mean? Like what it
Yeah,
could start, the
exactly.
consequences of
I
it.
just-
But that's why you have snitches though.
Yeah, and that's why I'm more snitching because
There
now
is,
they
yeah.
now they getting life sentences and now they scared. And
Well, and there's a lot more ways to get caught too, as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
can't just
Technology,
typically
there's
shoot
cameras
somebody.
everywhere.
Yeah, everyone's recording everything, you know.
Yeah.
Like you just recorded a fucking whole killing right now.
Yeah, bro.
You posted it on your
They
story.
could just be recording the fun that they're having, and then they just caught it in the moment,
yeah,
and they're
yeah.
like, "Shit, that guy just got fucking shot right next to me."
Yeah, of course.
But shit, back to the music, man. So yeah, you got into it. Your first tape was 15, 16, you
Yeah,
said?
like 15, 16, but I didn't take it serious back then. And then, you know, I got involved back with, you know, the gangbanging stuff. And then I had a daughter when I was like 17. And then,
Shit.
yeah, I was still a junior.
Hell yeah.
I was still a junior.
Alright, so you were a young 17.
Yeah,
not
my
like-
daughter was 1 when I graduated, but
What was that?
walking and talking. But you know, after that, you know, I would freestyle at parties here and there. You know,
have like
people-
events and stuff.
yeah, or like you know, just parties up here in the desert. You know, like you know, off of Topaz, in Old Town somewhere. You know, in Hesperia somewhere like that.
Yep.
And you know, I would freestyle at the parties. They give me the microphone. Hey, Dreamer knows how to rap. The homies always shout me out. Dreamer knows how to rap. Dreamer knows how to rap. I'll get on the microphone. I'll do my thing. And it wasn't until a couple years ago that I was like 2019. I was like, I'm gonna take it serious. So I did a freestyle over Blueface beat, and it became viral. It hit like 1,000 views, and
Which
like
one?
it's called Batter Up.
Better.
Yeah, that was my first song ever.
Okay.
Ever.
What was the Blueface song called?
Next Big Thing.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, well, he was horrible on the song, so I was like,
Yeah, it was.
I was like, but that beat's hard though. That beat's hard, so I feel like I could do better. So
That's like a scum beats, huh?
yeah, I think so. Yeah, Scum Beats. Yeah, and then I did the freestyle over the beat, and then yeah, people fuck with it. So I hit 1,000 views in a couple days, and I only had like 200 followers. I just opened my Instagram because I caught a case in 2016. So like 2018, I reopened my Instagram, and then
Oh, okay. That's how
only
you-
had like 200 followers. Yeah, it wasn't very active on there at all. I didn't even know how it worked. Like people were shouting me out. I didn't know how to repost them. Like I didn't know.
Okay.
All the updates and shit.
Yeah, I didn't know. It was a couple years already. So yeah, you know, people were shouting me out. You know, talking about do your thing with whatever. And then my homie, one of my little homies, shout out Downer and shit. You know, he got down and he put the video in the background. So he's whooping some ass, and he got his video in his background.
Playing your song.
And then he put the song in his bio, and then it went another 1,000 in like a couple of days just because of that video.
Shit, that's like some X shit, bro. X used to, one of X's album covers was him just choking out some dude after he like beat his ass. And
Yeah, like very it was similar.
Crazy.
So
it
like
goes viral though, you know.
So it was going from that, and then I dropped another song. You know, I was going up a little more, and then I dropped probably like 3. I was on my 3rd song, and I was like, okay, it's time for a video, you know, because I think I could go somewhere with this.
Hell yeah.
So then, like, I don't know, 3 months after I dropped the video.
That was around what age? Like, so you already graduated by then? Or
Yeah, I'm already graduated. This is a couple years ago.
Oh,
This is 2019.
Oh, shit.
And I
Okay,
dropped a video called Solid, and this was like in August of that month. Or not August, my bad, April. And I hit like 5K in one day, and I jumped up to like 1,000 followers from like 200-300 in a couple days.
Damn.
So I was overwhelmed. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck. You know, like people are hitting me up. People are talking about, damn, that's what's up. Oh, you're the face of Victory with Whoop, and I'm like, I'm not nothing. I'm a fucking gangbanger. You know, like I don't.
I just
know.
like making music. Though.
Yeah, I don't know how to respond to this. So you know, even like seeing people in person, and can I have an autograph? I sign autographs. I'm like, are you sure you want my autograph? Like, that's weird, bro. Like, it's weird to me. And I want a picture with you. You want a picture? Hey, before I sell you these Jordan 5s real quick, can I let you know that I fuck with your music? Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm at Shoe Palace. You know, like, yeah, I'm at Shoe. They're talking about before I show these Jordan 5s. Can I let you know I fuck with your music? Like, YG Dreamz, right? And I was just like, damn, what the fuck? All right. You know, I'm at the park. Hey, man, can I get your autograph, man? My kids love your music. I'm right here signing phones.
That's crazy, bro.
You know,
And
like,
how have you handled that? You know what I mean? Because you said you're like, what the fuck even is?
well, like,
this?
I don't say it out loud.
Well, yeah, of course. Like, 'cause they'll be like, fuck
I
this
don't
guy.
say that. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you know, I got you. Hey, much appreciated. You know, and I let people know, like, hey, you know, I hope you have a blessed night. Hope you have a blessed day and things like that, because, you know, we never know what people are going through, or, you know, what they have going on in their life. So I'm not going to sit here and act like an asshole to anybody, because especially if they support, I'm going to support them right back regardless. Like, hey, you support me, I support you right back, because, hey, it's much love, because you don't got to. You're going out of your way to support me.
This for free, yeah.
You're going out of your way to support me, so I hope you have everything going on in your life well, and I hope, you know, you guys live a good life, you know, and thank 100%. You for supporting. You know, shout out to everyone that supports, you know.
Yeah, and so... I mean, coming from, like, you said the 2019 is when you started, like, going viral and shit and, like, blowing up. So, yeah, how has, like, the fan base been with blowing up like that? You just got 1,000 followers. You're like, shit, what the fuck is this? And then since then, have you ever gotten, like, hate and stuff from that?
Of course.
It's been all love and stuff?
No. There's a lot of hate. Especially, I saw it, look, growing up in the high desert, especially growing up through the LA migration that we had up here.
Oh, yeah.
I know the hate that other people have from other places for us. There's people that I grew up with that claim other cities just because they're scared to represent, to be from up here. And that's fine. But I already saw it. You know, like, I'm having arguments with people, you know, talking about, oh, you're just from a little tumbleweed town. Like, I'm proud of my tumbleweed town. So what?
Fuck you, man.
Yeah. And so I'm already, you know, in a way, like, not to say this in a bad way, but Victorville was almost a meme before memes were even out.
Right.
Shit,
yeah. A lot of people.
2004, 2003, 2002, 2001. Oh, you're from Victorville? Oh, lame.
Yeah.
Lame.
That's when I was born. So
No, I went through it, you know, like, that was me in school, in elementary school and shit like that. Like, oh, Victorville, lame.
Well, you even see now on, like, TikTok, if it's anything about Victorville, it's like talking shit about Victorville.
It ain't nothing but hate still, bro.
It kind of is upsetting, bro, because it's like, you know what I mean? Like, if everybody would just change that mentality and would be like, But
that's the thing. Like I said, it became a meme before memes were around. Like I said, growing up, I dealt with it, and you know, this is MySpace days, and motherfuckers are talking about, oh, you from Victorville? Pfft, lame. Oh, you're lame. Oh, what you got? What you beefing with tumbleweeds? Oh, we this and that, and I'm just like, there's 100,000 people here, like. We got a little more.
I think now it's like.
Well, now it's more, but I'm saying, like, at that time, we got 100,000 people. I probably got 100,000 people Asperry got 100,000 people. It's like 300,000 people in the same area. Like, I'm pretty sure we got a little more to beef with than Tumbleweeds, my boy. You know, like, it's
Now, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like, it's kind of dumb. Like, when I hear comments like, "Oh, you beefing with coyotes?" Like, we kind of got we yeah, like the dumbest shit ever. And I'm just like, there's 300,000 people in my general area that I could fucking drive to.
Yeah,
so what are you
right.
talking about? Like, you sound pretty fucking retarded, you know? Like, y'all sound pretty stupid because it's not as small as what you guys think it was, but it's because people have this image. Like I said, it became a meme before memes were around. So people have this image
People
of
always see it as a joke. and
little
shit,
redneck
yeah.
town, little town of a bunch of whites, and it's like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Like, Old Town when I was growing up was nothing but Mexican.
I think it's a very diverse area.
Yeah, well now it is, but I'm saying when I was growing up,
Mm.
it was very Mexican, like
Yeah,
very
okay,
Old Town Victorville, even not even at my parents, because the difference about me and some of these other like people is I actually grew up with money. I know what it's like to like have it and what it's like to lose it. You know,
Gotcha,
because
yeah.
my dad left when I was, around like 13, 14. And when he left, I knew what it's like to be in poverty. I know what it's like to have food stamps, live off of government assistance and shit like that. But before that, we had money. So growing up, I know what it was like. So we would be in Old Town because, Old Town was, where all the Mexicans was at. They invested in property in Adelanto. Adelanto was very Mexican at that time as well.
Shit, but it was probably nothing back then, man. I mean, shit.
Yeah, but still though, you had a huge amount of Mexicans in both sections.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you had to pretty much speak Spanish, like to live in those sections.
right.
Yeah, no, real shit. Like back in those days, you had to pretty much speak Spanish. So like, I remember one time actually, because there was no blacks growing up. It was more whites, right?
Okay, yeah.
So we had a kid. He was on his bike and he was like, "Fuck you, wetbacks," and then we were like, but that's the thing. Look, that's the thing. I'm only like 6 or 7, so I don't know what the fuck he said, right? I'm like,
Okay.
wetbacks, what the fuck is that, right? But I just saw my friends take off, so I'm like, all right, I'm riding with them. I've always had that. If you ride, I'm gonna ride with you mentality. So I see my friends take off, I take off too. I'm on my bike, Old Town. I catch him in the alley, right? Because my friends are at the end of the alley. He's at the other end. He's about to turn, but he didn't see me come through the cut, and I get through cut, and boom, I hit my bike against his bike, and he fell against the fence. Everyone starts jumping, and I'm just like, I'm like 6, 7, bro. I don't know.
Bike on him and shit.
But I'm like 6 or 7, so I don't know what the fuck. Like, I don't know what's
fuck
going
you.
on. I don't know what's going on. Like I
Right.
said, I don't know what he really said. I don't understand like the severity of what he really said.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, everyone's kicking him. Like, okay, I guess we're having fun, right? And I kick him, boom, 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 right?
A little 6-year-old in there.
Yeah,
too.
look, yeah. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, we're having fun, right? So we leave, right? He's right there. He's crying and shit, whatever. We leave, and they actually used to have houses in front of the Victor Valley Junior High, but they tore those down.
Oh,
So
shit,
this is
okay.
when they had the houses in front. So one of my friends, his brothers, was having a barbecue, and he was just like, "Hey, check it out. This is our community. This is our barrio." That was the first time I had that kind of talk. This is our barrio. Don't ever let them disrespect us. Don't let whites, blacks, nothing disrespect us. This is our barrio. This is Old Town. This is Victoria. And I was like, okay. Yeah, I still don't know what the fuck. Yeah, I still don't.
You didn't
Hey,
understand
they-
the weight of the conversation.
Yeah, and he's just like, this is our barrio. He goes, let them brothers come over here. If he has older brothers, dads, tell us. We're going to handle that. Because this is our, we represent for our people, and we hold it down for our people. Because we move together as one.
Damn.
Okay, all right, like cool. He says, don't ever let him call you that again. So I always looked at his wetback as a disrespect. But I never knew what it was, though. Even beaner. What the fuck is a beaner? I like beans. Like, I eat beans with my tacos. What you talking about? Yeah, I eat
We
rice
can't
and
eat those
beans.
no more. or what?
Yeah, I eat rice and beans all the time. I put cheese in that bitch, Like, I didn't know the severity of what was actually going on. And then we had a LA migration from LA to up here in junior high, so we had a lot more black kids and shit. And I wasn't used to that at all. So then when that started happening, race riots started popping off. We had these blacks, but because they brought their their racism from LA up here, so now they're talking about beaners, wetbacks with the whoop, and like I said, I didn't know what the fuck the the difference was. So I'm
Yeah.
just like, fuck it, you're disrespecting me. We're gonna get down.
You just know it's a fighting word.
Yeah, so I got expelled from junior high actually from that type of stuff. You know, I got expelled from junior high from fighting. I only went a year of junior high and a year and a half of high school. I still graduated though, but
So I was like, shit, you just dropped it from there, like fuck.
no,
it.
I still graduated. Actually was on the dean list when I graduated, but
Hell yeah.
you know, when you know, somebody disrespects, you know, you just gotta you gotta do your thing, and we weren't used to that. I feel like a lot of us up here, we weren't used to that LA style of like gang banging and the way they acted and stuff like that. It was different to what we're used to, you know, because you know.
Yeah, how would you describe the difference, like, back then?
Because, like, I remember growing up, like, even the black kids and stuff that I did see and stuff, like, they would either act kind of whitewashed or Mexican washed, you know? And then to where when the ones from L.A. start coming up here, you could tell the difference. You know they're from L.A. because they'll be like, hey, cut, hey, blood, hey, what up? You know, and, like, you know, be just the L.A. style. And it was just way different from the ones that were up here. Because the ones that were up here, you know, they were a lot more like, how do you say, like I said, like whitewash, Mexican wash, you know. Oh, they would either say, order the homes, or they would say, what's up, dude? You know, like either or. But it was just different because when we started seeing that, it was like, the fuck? It was almost like looking at a different species, you know. But it was very unexpected because they all came all at once. You know, behind the mall, Section 8 housing, Adelanto, Section 8 housing, even Old Town, Section 8 housing. Boom. All these people came out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck? Who are these people?
Yeah, just that big ass migration of
you know,
people
not
coming in.
yeah, not like,
what year was that? Like, or what grade were you in at, like, school?
Like, this was like, for sure, like 8th grade. Well, I went to school in Apple Valley for junior high for a little bit, and even that.
You're at Sitting Bull?
No, I was at Willow Park.
Oh.
Community day school or probation school.
Oh, that's what
next
it is?
to Willow Park. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But
So you're out there.
Huh?
You were out there, like.
Yeah, a little bit, and but even then, it was like a bunch of LA like gang members, and I was just like, what the fuck, like, oh, the homie from East Coast Crip, the homie from Family Swan Blood, the homie from Rolling 60s, like. What the fuck are these gangs?
People,
yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are these gangs? I never heard of these gangs, you know. And they're telling me they're LA politics and stuff like that. Even the Southsider homies. Oh, the homie from Boys from the Hood in Anaheim, the homie from Barrio Darkside, Santa Ana, Jackson Terrace, Indio, the homie from Verdugo, San Bernardino. It's like different politics that, you know, I've learned about, but it came all at once. It came all at once.
Migration came
yeah, because. Before it was like everybody was from the high desert. Now nobody's from the high desert. I'm in the class. No one's from the high desert but me. Like, what do you mean? Like, what? I'm arguing with everybody. I'm from the high desert. Oh no, fuck your high desert. Fuck you. You know, like.
Yeah, you over here.
Yeah, you know, and I went.
You moved this way, bro.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, it was a whole different struggle at that point, you know, because now I gotta fight in my own city against other people who ain't even from here.
Just trying to overtake it, basically. You make it what their politics are.
And not even that, like, you have different gangs that are making chapters up here. They're making cliques up here, and it's just like, nah, bro, this shit ain't gonna work out, you know? Because, like, yeah, so, like, as far as anybody's concerned, that's why a lot of people say, oh, like, who do you guys beef with? Y'all don't know because we kick them out. Y'all don't know because we're the ones that stay on top. Y'all don't know because we're the only ones that are here. For the, you know, for those that actually want the history lesson and what has actually happened, we have various gangs of LA that came up here. We had various gangs of San Bernardino that came up here. Oxnard. We had an Oxnard gang come up here. Yeah, that came up here and try to make a chapter in our city, and we kick them out.
How does that work? You just, like, basically getting like
beat the shit out of everybody. Beat the shit out of everybody that's from there, you know. Just you know, and because the thing about us is we're the only we're not now, but before we were the only high desert gang that had a section that you knew about.
Right.
Oh, this is Eastside Victoria. Oh, you're in Center Street. You're in 6th Street, Avalon, Everdale. You're on D Street. This is ESV. To where the other gangs, they didn't even have areas to represent, you know, so they're kind of going like they're kind of freebasing it. Oh, like, you know, we're claim this and that, we're the high desert chapter, but they don't even got an area where they hang out at, or they hang out in fucking somebody's garage.
Right.
So it's a lot easier. So it's a lot easier to get us than to come back and get them, because now we just gotta wait for them because they don't even have a spot where we can get them at.
Right.
Where am I supposed to get you at? You don't even rep streets. Y'all don't even rep streets.
You're just in your homie's garage or something.
Yeah, y'all taking hood pictures in the homie's garage. No, you know what I'm saying, y'all. You know we represent our streets. This is our streets. This is our barrio. This is our neighborhood.
Fuck, man. Yeah, I definitely don't, understand the politics, but this is good to know, you know what I mean? Like, and I think for the people as well, it's really good to understand, like, the history and stuff.
Bro, you be active.
He lying.
I got my own shit. Nah. I don't know anything. I don't
I got my own gang. Nobody knows about it yet.
We're stomachs blasted.
We hang out in the backyard sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like,
take a little picture in the garage.
There's like two of us.
Do little put-ons here and there, you know what I'm saying?
Shit. we got a little mansion we kick it at, Yeah. Nah. But shit, man, we're just gonna wrap it up here, man. Is there anything you'd like to, shout out? Anything you'd like to promote? You got an album coming up, what I mean?
Yeah. Hey, shout out anybody tapping in. All Eyes on V. Number remixes, Industry Beats. After that, Nightmare on Center Street Volume 2, 1500 Degrees Volume 2. You know what I'm saying? Got big features on there, so make sure y'all tap in, man. Make sure y'all keep an ear out for that. And also shout out to the clothing, 1500 Clothing.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Check that out.
It's just some homegrown shit. I also got shirts that say Block Boy on it, Block Girl. That, if you want to wear your shit, but also represent your city on the bottom of it, you could do that too. Yeah. We got all that. We got all that shit. And shout out to the homies off from everybody from different sections. Shout out to my section, Old Town, Center Street, 1500 Block. Shout out to North Side of Colon, West Side of San Bernardino. Shout out to Ontario. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Paris. Everybody that supports and shows love. Shout out to LA. Shout out to San Diego. Shout out to all of California, Northern California, the whole United States. Anybody that's tapped in, make sure you tapped in with Masked Off Media, and make sure you tapped in with YG Dreamz. It's 1500 Block.